Man finds abandoned dog on highway. They adopt it but regret it soon after. Dogs are known as the most loyal companions to humans, but cruelty can sometimes break their trust. Yet, even in the face of hardship, their resilience shines through. Bruno's extraordinary journey from abandonment to finding his true home is a testament to the unbreakable spirit of man's best friend. The story begins on a snowy highway in Michigan, where a thick blanket of snow covers everything in sight. Cars moved cautiously, their drivers focused on the icy road ahead. Amid the wintry landscape, one driver spotted something unusual, a pair of ears barely visible above a snowbank. His heart pounded. In this freezing cold, what could it be? Could it be a dog? If so, the poor creature was likely trapped in the snow, cold, and alone. Without hesitation, the driver pulled over, his heart sinking at the sight before him. The dog was in rough shape, barely visible beneath the icy blanket. Wasting no time, he called Michigan Humane for help. As he watched the helpless animal shivering in the freezing cold, his chest tightened with concern. Every passing moment felt like an eternity, but he held on to hope. Help was on the way. As the driver stepped closer, he realized the dog wasn't a stray. It had a collar with a name tag, Bruno. Bruno lay nearly motionless, his body blending into the snow, barely distinguishable from the frozen landscape. His eyes, a mix of fear and hope, told a heartbreaking tale of abandonment. Moments later, the rescue team arrived, their vehicle moving cautiously over the icy roads. Time was critical, and they knew they had to act fast to save him. They spotted Bruno right away, his small figure standing out against the white snow. The rescuers moved carefully, their breath visible in the cold air, determined to save Bruno. As the rescue team arrived, Bruno was scared and tried to walk away, but he inched closer as they approached. His fear was understandable. He had been alone in the harsh cold. Brenda, an experienced animal handler from Michigan Humane, knelt down, extending a gloved hand and speaking gently. "It's okay, boy. We're here to help," she reassured him. Bruno, sensing her kindness, took a cautious step forward. Encouraged, Brenda gently scooped him up and wrapped him in a thick, warm blanket. Bruno's shivering started to ease as he finally felt the comforting warmth he hadn't known for days. The help from Michigan Humane marked a new beginning for Bruno. Inside their warm vehicle, he snuggled into a blanket, his tired eyes closing as he relaxed. The rescuers spoke gently, letting him know he was safe now. At the shelter, a busy scene greeted Bruno. The staff quickly checked his health. Thankfully, Bruno was okay, though a bit underweight and stressed. They gave him food, water, and a cozy bed, helping him start his recovery with comfort and care. Brenda said he was understandably nervous and stressed when he arrived, but he warmed up to the team over the first few days. The Michigan Humane staff went all out to make Bruno feel at home. They introduced him to other dogs, offering the social interaction he had missed. Each day, Bruno's confidence grew. He started exploring his new space, his tail wagging as he ventured around. Bruno's change was heartwarming. From a scared, shivering pup, he blossomed into a playful dog who loved chasing balls, playing with toys, and mingling with both people and dogs. His favorite treats, like stuffed coms and hot dog pieces, made him even more joyful, bringing smiles to everyone with every wag of his tail. But as Bruno became happier, it was time to find the perfect home for him. Brenda had grown incredibly close to Bruno. She wished she could adopt him herself, but her demanding job with Michigan Humane and her commitment to rescuing other animals made it impossible. Brenda knew that finding the right owner for Bruno was crucial to ensuring his continued happiness. Little did she know, Bruno was also reluctant to leave the comfort of Brenda and the shelter. Brenda decided to share Bruno's story on social media, hoping to find a loving home for him. The response was overwhelming. People from all over admired Brenda's dedication and fell in love with Bruno's story. Among the many responses, one couple's message stood out. They were eager to adopt Bruno and offered a wonderful home, complete with a spacious yard, plenty of toys, and most importantly, an abundance of love. The day Bruno met his new family was filled with excitement and joy. As they pulled up to the shelter, Bruno's tail wagged furiously, and he greeted them with happy barks. The couple's home was perfect for him. He quickly settled in, exploring every nook and cranny, his tail wagging with each new discovery. Bruno's days were now filled with long walks in the park, playful afternoons in the yard, and cozy evenings by the fireplace, His new family showered him with affection and treats, and Bruno seemed to be living the dream. Despite the new comforts and joys, Bruno couldn't help but miss Brenda and Michigan Humane. He had been abandoned on the Michigan highway, and it was Brenda's love and care that had helped him recover and feel safe again. Sometimes, Bruno would sit quietly by the window, staring out as if he were waiting for someone he missed dearly. Brenda felt the same way, missing Bruno's presence and the bond they had formed. One weekend, Bruno's new owners decided to buy some new toys for him. When they returned home, they were shocked to find Bruno missing. They called out for him, their voices filled with panic and concern, but Bruno was nowhere to be found. Their worry grew as they searched for any sign of him. Just as they were about to give up hope, their phone rang. It was Brenda, informing them that Bruno was at Michigan Humane. The couple was stunned. How had Bruno managed to find his way back to the shelter? With their hearts racing, they rushed to Michigan Humane, desperate for answers. When they arrived, they were met with an unexpected sight. Bruno, happily playing with his friends at the shelter. He looked more content than ever, full of life and joy. It was clear that he felt truly at home, surrounded by the staff who had cared for him so well and the familiar environment where he thrived. Seeing Bruno so joyful, the couple realized his heart still belonged to Michigan Humane. After discussing it with Brenda, they decided it was best for Bruno to remain where he felt safest and happiest. Wanting to support him, they offered to cover all his expenses and promised to visit him regularly. Brenda wholeheartedly agreed, and with that, Bruno's journey came full circle, proving that true love means putting an animal's happiness above all else. The couple bid a heartfelt farewell to Bruno, knowing he had finally found where he truly belonged. With unwavering love, Brenda continued to care for Bruno, watching him thrive in the place that had become his home. His journey, a tale of love, resilience, and unexpected twists, proof that the perfect home isn't just about a location, but about the people and connections that make it truly special. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.